baraka bake assalamu alaikum men yalam ko wolle be jibero ke kan santen jif thanks tv ala baraka bake al kabula na programul no ma nyame ngal kana programul se nyame ngadiata mole bake kon danta la ko wala fana bal wakil la kal encourage bake ka fala subscribe to youtube channel fana jif thanks tv al subscribe di fana wal kana programul jibe ani al kala asaya fana bake kon danta la ko wala bake ka fatal be ala baraka bake bi fana afele mo sana jif thanks tv al nal badi mala Ebrima Jarra nim membe programme wala nim me yalan ko wala be special interview bimbe wala ke ka nim mem mi nga men soto bi wala Mr. Saihou Mballo tele deputy youth advisor to president nat le karla jang kata fo minute tanani ane lulu nyato 45 minutes pour ka kaja ko wala mi yalan ko wala be kerim banko ka wonyama kal tentu kal jay ka fale ala baraka bake al ka wato men ta ka bula na programme no man ka men ka jif thanks tv ala baraka bake kontanta la ko wala bake ka fale ko ala baraka bake al kal na programme jibe anin alkali saya fanan ala baraka. Yes, Mr. Mballo baraka bake ye wato menta pour kadja ñi interview ñi grand pour ni jif thanks tv kamunte ni na la moy la jiber lal suñu konta.
Ibrahima Barka Foka Pare Fanang, I'm thanking the Give Thanks TV for coming to my home to grant me this interview. I mean, really, this is all about democracy and also press freedom. I need them in so that people more opinion on what is happening in the country. I mean, what is affecting the lives of the Gambians. Foka the progress can nyame. Gambia be develop can nyame. Kunga funti betting only along. Only at na gacha on a dialogue man. Thank you very much.
Good. Akamanda kadung kaja from baraka bake baraka ka kuma se dom ke ni ka akamanda superior court of the Gambia na supreme court ki di mo la ki abela ki di ba ay ulen ka mo be bake ka ko siri ko sonko hana tara ko UDP ya expel wala ko ya bay ila pati ko no ane bi ala do ko ni ta ka to abul. How did you feel about this judgment?
I mean, really, I am very happy. I am very happy with the judgment. I don't Supreme Court la judgment I made it and the Ibrahima. Wole mo nyinti ko power belongs to the people. I mean, ngani phone ko manto. Ko Sonko, 34 Sonko was elected by the people of the West Coast. West Coast. He was elected by the people of West Coast. Ni walia elect in another idaman na wali with the UDP executive. Woman natina asir for Sonko yala doko stop. Yala plus or lose. Because he is there to represent the people. It's only the people of West Coast wole sembo soto purka sirfu Sonko recall. They have three-thirds of the people of West Coast. Ni wol konu. We are not satisfied. Your petition, the Supreme Court would have turned down. They would have stopped for Sonko because it only are elect. But just an executive of less than 100 people of the UDP, how can they stop his work? So power belongs to the people. You can only recall an elected people if you are those who elected him and must satisfy or Mari has a mental problem, retardation. Ni Mari was soto, then you have the right to and go, ngamen elect, ngamen ke deputy, or ngamen ke councilor, or ngamen ke president. Ala sondomo mang amantaraje al nga recall nga change nga falling. But it won't mantaraken. That's not the reason. That's not the case here. So I'm very happy. And this is a lesson not only for the UDP but for the entire nation. I mean, yeah, the judgment men thing, it can happen to anybody. Anybody men call, you are going to recall somebody, you have to be very careful.
Amankete dama fuere dama la kona. Does that ela position does it represent the position of NPP? For le fanam NPP la lot la de konyi. NPP fanam content la konyi.
NPP content because NPP believe in the rule of law. We NPP is a party that respect the rule of law and democracy. This is democracy. I may it and democracy. Number one, democracy in the sense that he was elected by the people. That is democracy. Number two, rule of law. Well, the Supreme Court, courtly judgment, the finance. You cannot remove this man, this person. So definitely, we are in line with what has just been delivered. That's the entire MPP. They are very happy with the judgment, and we are pleased with the judgment.
Sirifo Sonko, ala lodla be NPP nyadi la sente. Is he very instrumental? Fala lodla kumaita NPP.
To be frank with you, Sirifo Sonko, he has not been. To be frank with you, Sirifo Sonko is doing the job of the people of West Coast. I have never seen Sirifo Sonko that active in NPP that much. Yeah, understand. Though he's a supporter of President Adama Barrow, he's supporting the NPP agenda, Wolomun development. Sirifo Sonko is development-oriented person. He like and respect the NPP for its work that it has embarked on. That is development. That's where the association is between Sirifo Sonko and also the MPP. I have not seen any membership card of Sirifo Sonko to the MPP. But the fact that he knows His Excellency President Adama Barrow is a man of principle, is a developmental person, minded person. That's why he is with him and he is supporting him, and we are pleased that he is with us. And who knows, Sirifo Sonko can hold a very high position in the NPP.
Mr. Mballo,
in the future.
Akamuda in 2018 there about Kabin Faraba incident keta where trying to go in the US la yega menol command la kapo let them protest against the president. If he didn't do much anyanta kamenke amake bake member den Faraba incident odo kera sanyang amamne bake. We haven't heard you memo yediamo and little deputy youth advisor to the president with regards to that incident.
Actually in Faraba I have never called on for demonstration in Faraba. In the Faraba incident,
I mean in US.
No, previously, what I called for protest was a student massacre. I can remember my call for protest in the Gambia here was the student massacre and other violation of the constitution, but not the Faraba incident. There is nowhere on record that I called people for the Faraba incident. And also, in what happened here recently in Sanyang, what happened is, the man who caused this was an incident. The person, the alleged culprit who went and attacked Jibril Sise was apprehended by the police. If the police didn't do any action, if Jibril was not apprehended, if they had not done any effort, then I would have not been happy, and many people, legal-minded people, would have not been happy with the police. The way they handle it, if they have not apprehended the culprit. But now, why should we call for a protest? Why should we support a protest? Hence, the culprit is already in the custody. He is arrested, and he is going to face due process. That is enough.
But you youth advisor to the president, what would have expect you to say something? Wala ntoma president of Pruka Diamo kuwala mi alang kuwala beden ni bari funding ke wala fijida Pruka protesting.
Well, what we did was we are waiting on the investigation of the police. You cannot jump on. You see, any government that always jump into incidents or issues that there is no clarification of, they are bound to make mistakes. That's why always we have a spokesperson for the police department. We have a spokesperson for the government, that is Ebrima Sankare. When something of this nature happens with the police, we expect the police to do their job. Until when they complete their job and we know what is happening, then we can make a comment or we can ask the president to comment. How can the president comment when investigation, arrests are still going on?
But the president can call for calm. As in all kumani no ka foya al sabari luwas bala silo tala. But moja mal bijira disappointment o yita dile. Ko president mo mawoke atara non sare bojo lumo nyero. Moja mal fo man dalilo lo. Muna na president tara lumo sare bojo. I believe you were there. Muna na tara non sare bojo.
Let me tell you, President is not in the here. He's not in the capital. He's not within the combo areas.
But he went to Sare Bojo.
Wait. He is on vacation. Sare Bojo is just next door. Sare Bojo is next door to his home village. It's not a far distance. It's just like somebody going to his farm. Between where he lives, Mankamakunda and Sare Bojo, is a stone throw. It's very close. So it's just like he took a walking distance. He went round because he's on vacation to see how the Lumo is, what is going on with that place, because he has not got the opportunity. He was working. He's very busy. And that gave also the opportunity, to other people residents of Sare Bojo area, those villages, like Sare Sandin, like also, let's say, Sare Bakari, for them to see the president, because they cannot come to Banjul and see him. So that was the only, he didn't hold a meeting there was no rally, there was nothing, just to take a walk around.
But covering President Bidaka, a huge crowd, more Jamal Benu Anoma, and COVID-19 protocol WHO men declare well and Akamunda public gathering, Memu Jamal Lakafori, Walantuma Prukaga, Demo amplify, almost in the Mialango, Anyanta Kadana. More Jamal disappoint the President of movement. Not another COVID-19 restriction or one or several members, including social distancing and all that thing about what here.
Ebrima, if you look at that visit, that was a surprise visit. So
but people were after him chanting, Momi along, we can see hundreds of people.
You know, as somebody, as a leader who has just appeared in a neighborhood, how do people feel? The security attempt, they try their level best to make sure that they control the people who are coming out, to let them know that it's not a meeting, to let them know that the president is just taking a walk, just like how he takes a walk here during sometime in the evening by the beach. So he was just taking a walk around to see something. But then the people came out, and then the security were trying to distance them, telling them to maintain social distancing because it's COVID-19. And there was no meeting, no rally.
COVID-19 protocol, Mr. Mballo, member ye walen kajego, in fact, kamuli ya marle ko unnecessary travel in tamol mi alon ko manjari wal manyakela. Ite ya mera no president of Fangolo tamoni ajasta no. Because already there was chaos in Combo, Kuleben Combo, Mialo, no Sabol, and Fitinol, and Ali was evil. I'll finto Panda. Yammer, that was necessary.
No, but it has no correct. Let me tell you, President Sus, President of the Gambia, yeah, understand. Atemu President Lady, Barifana, he has ministries, he has branches. President cannot be, this is not a dictator. He has police, he has the Ministry of Interior. He has police department. Why should the president, any small thing, at the bank I interfere? What dictators, only dictators, lenyanta wokela. At a koku, adabije, koku janim fang melialon ko wole marata wo karala, I jumje. But as long as mol bije, police wol bije, there are people doing their job. Let them do their job until they bring the report ko nyine keda, incident keda. Men faroke or many attack ima arrest or ya arrest or aborta or a mambori abe wala ke kanu. It happened at the same time ko anyanta tala Sare Bojo to visit this place. So the police, he was in constant communication with his police.
But more dolby they concluded because president wala action on Italia men karanje wala president wala Kenya among the very ni kube kombonya atabe jana animal be kidila nyoka wala bitaka nyoka way me ngene kama ngambelo khalam.
No. Wo man amanta wo nyama. Menketa nga fo nyame president o ay mol soto me yalon ko pol. Hadi president on funtita at that moment ni akwa be diamu abe mune diamu la. Dosi no menye faroke, dosi no menye attaque amalon jumale attaque amalon jumale faroke. He has to leave the police to do their job. And in America, ni kube caring an other state or Angleterre, the prime minister or the president cannot just jump without the conclusion of the investigation. People who are doing their job, the FBI. Do not be katama wonyama. Gambia, then do we expect ni kuketa brikama drong president will jump satara anim brikama la alkalo famman wo malon follow membe caring or make manata commissioner for police for Brikama region, wo malon follow men happen. Ate I jump from the state house, kafoko nyine kera nyini. You cannot do that. Government do not operate like that. You have people structures. Me yalon ko wolfanang, you cannot dictate them. But ibula, it wolfana yela doko ke ya nati.
But Mr. Mballo,
what is important for the president is wole mu nyinti ko tonya nyanta savatira in Sanyang. We express our sympathy. Yeah, understand. Our condolences to Jibril Sise, and our family, and our brother in Memphis. Definitely, we felt it. It's very sorry for more now just somebody now on criminal activity. I na ila kordato, I attack, I fire. Nobody wants that. But aketa foka pare, we have to leave it in the hands of the police follow. Yela do koke and in lua kitiol because jang we believe in rule of law. Wala keta. Mo president cannot go and arrest at a fango aita carry arrest. Kari lipa, kari muta, kari fenki. it's not a dictatorship.
But President, is President Barrow really adhering to the restrictions? Walantuma sartol min balare COVID-19 kuna tola. Day in day out, ba je kan ne natalol to kaje ko mol ka bonan santol to of recent tamba sansang ko mol bonan je men na President niya. Anu man sakunda ko saying any political gathering or even almost fenel mi ala ko inganta kalol. Anu kamen je wala kamen ko wala we are playing our allegiance men na la foni na kanunta ya badi kan NPP. Is this proper?
Ebrima Jarra, democracy is not easy to fix. Yeah, I understand. For more democracy, they have the fundamental right to express how they feel about their leaders. So it would be very difficult for President Barrow or his supporters or his party to stop people of Tamba Sansang or somebody from other areas to come and say, Mr. President, thank you very much. We are happy that our road is now good. You have built our road, you have built our bridge. This is what people are doing. He didn't call them. You cannot tell them, I don't want to see you.
If not,
and what is important here, Ebrima Jarra, is when they come, let them take the protective measures. That is by wearing masks and also maintaining social distance. And what
statement of paraphrase, not President Barrow from the Masakundala Bulu. Not running go at the Yamrak is not going against the advice of his government.
No, President Barrow is not holding grand land. These are just house meetings in his compound, just like how you are interviewing here. If definitely, sign journalist or even interview can nyami nothing. Do you want to tell me that manyana more allowed because it's COVID-19 more in a
But this is what the government says.
No, government meetings. No political meetings.
But how do you call the more full and more sabani wal bente ko kumeni nyame? That is meeting, Mr. Mballo, is it?
No, those are discourse. These are just dialogue. We call them dialogue. Rally is having a microphone, amplifying system, and you are talking to people, telling them vote for me or do this or support me or I'm doing this. That is rally. That is different from that is from No, one more dialogue. We call that a dialogue, political dialogue. That's not a political rally. Political rally. Let us not misunderstand political dialogue and political rallies. Rallies are you apply for a permit from the police, and there will be a big crowd. But somebody in his house, in his compound, look at those meetings. They were not held outside. These meetings were just like here in my house. They were held like this. People came and they told him, the president, there are people here at the gate. They are from Kambasansa. They want to see you. Do what do you want? You want him to tell them that don't come to my home? He said, allow them. And they bring out chairs here. They came and sat down. Mr. President, we are from Kambasansa. We saying hello. We are here to express our satisfaction, appreciation of the good job that you are doing in Oparibari, the bridge. That's all what happened there, Mr. Jarra. Honestly.
NPP, is it cool?
Abewarakan, we have a very strong support in URR right now. Our strong is very strong. We have no fear that definitely when it comes to even tomorrow when we call for elections, we will defeat anybody in Oparibari region. I can tell you that with the support we have.
President Barrow, ala popularity, ala darjoji is spreading away. Abe biya tenjankane wala be kala kam back considering 27 ala popularity be nyame and inside them. What do you say to that?
No, those people, I mean, we cannot stop those people. Those people are critics. Because you look at 2017 and now, President Barrow now, look at what happened during the launching of his party. Nobody expected that President Barrow would have a crowd. He was even shocked when President Barrow came into that Independence Stadium on the 30th of January, and he saw that crowd. December, sorry, was it 30th of December? When he saw that crowd, he was shocked all over. People were even outside. We were scared that if all that crowd enter in the stadium, we will have a problem. That's why some were allowed, some were not allowed. They were asked to look at the TVs and see what was happening. So if people can come and tell us that his popularity is fading, those people are, I don't know where their opinion is coming from.
GDC la Abdullah Cham, you anyway no party killing a GDC, but saying Abdullah Cham another than NPP. I'm a major apology, a calm lunta mutono.
A command lunta mutono.
Kabria another what is Zantankaja Amutu la party to another GDC. How did you guys come?
Well, that is, I mean, that is his opinion. We cannot stop anybody from speculating.
But how did you feel? Somebody coming in, more in a Tilisaba, I tara NPP, I
mean, that is not my wish. I don't wish anybody to come to my party and leave. But then that is politics. I mean, if you look at Mr. Ebrima Jarra, I mean, that is politics. We believe in freedom of association. If you look at Saihou Mballo was among the founders of the United Democratic Party in 1996. I fought. I contested election in 97 for the party, for the National Assembly. I went up to court against that government that time. I was even during the first Congress of UDP, I was elected as the Secretary General of the Youth Wing in Brikama. But today, after that, after 20 years, almost 20 years, just imagine, 1996, I'm fighting. I went outside. I formed structures for the UDP outside. That means diaspora structures. Until the young one came, we were fighting until 2016. What happened? I supported GDC for 4 months. That is politics. So if Abdullah Cham can come and go, let nobody blame him. That is his choice. We will not insult anybody. We will not blame anybody. That is his choice. And it's my choice also to belong to any political party, to join any political party, like any other Gambians. MPP has that philosophy. We will not condemn, we will not blame, we will not insult anybody who chooses to join the NPP and go to other party. That's your democratic rights.
The only thing Alkamenki wanted to go and support, galvanize support for President Okara Pasaro na Leo na Corrida. In fact, you know, I'll do multi, Pruka President la party memo NPP the Assembly and Amanke Pruka Ayaman, and the Gambia on Lakajo. Many are suggesting that you people are unjust to the Gambian people. Almanti, Gambian.
I mean, Mr. Jarra, let me tell you that the president was elected by the Gambian people, and he is empowered to appoint people, to choose people he trusts, can give him proper advice. And that's what we are doing. We are sitting with the president and we are discussing about nation affairs, what is affecting, what is problems that is happening. And that is our responsibility. However, that should not stop us from participating in our political activities. We are Gambians.
You ela TOR ela do ko nyin basugiri menna fo ya itandi dala ko itanyanda ka support galvanize president.
There is nowhere also where it's stated that I should not support the president. If president appoint you as a minister or as an advisor, don't support him. There is nowhere, no document can show that. Anybody can tell you that you are an advisor, you should not talk politics, or you should not support president, or you should not support somebody. I have not seen that document.
Mr. Mballo, why a statement is upon Walantuma Adaba Yellering, it is subjected to different interpretation when a Mojamati Koroda. Best practice follow. Do you think the best practice would be President Oyamariga what? You limit yourself to that. Why are you not doing that?
Well, like I said, Section 25 of the Gambia Constitution, 1997 Constitution, empowers Saihou Mballo to the freedom to participate in politics.
I understand.
Unless there is something that is to the contrary. Nga ko nga right soto, nga president wo support, nga right soto, pour to support the president or to go and talk to Gambians.
I understand from the constitution to associate yourself to NPP. The question is, why didn't you limit yourself to only supporting the president, but galvanizing support for him? Why are you doing that?
But what I mean, can you give me the definition of Fasaro Niniai? Because I don't understand
in English, if one will say, meaning you galvanize support for the president, and that is the fact, Mr. Mballo. You galvanize support for the president.
Galvanize support in what way? Because every citizen
we
is
have
doing
seen
that.
you cheering, giving it to people. You declare that Karinyol Nata NPP. Is that not Obukache?
Karinyol Nata NPP. Well, if I am as a citizen, as a Gambian, Nimo Nata Akonyeko, he wants to support the president who has appointed me. Do you want me to tell him no?
You have a bureau, you have an administrative secretary, you have national mobilizer, you have NPP is an entity. Most of the institutional and will be many matter. Why didn't you take them to those people? Instead, you yourself spearheaded it.
Spearheading because of I have the fundamental democratic right to make sure the party that I am associated, anybody who comes, I make sure that I am associated and work with you. That's what I'm doing.
No, but working with you, are you an executive member of MPP?
How can I be executive member of MPP? Executive, I have not never, so far, I have not had any executive member so far. What I'm hearing in MPP is a political council. Can you name me any executive member in
Mambaji guy.
Mambaji is not an, he's an admin. That's the title. He's
So
an
he's not an executive member. He can be part of the council. If you said somebody is an executive member.
That's why I said to political council. That the political council is different from an executive, national executive, what we call a national elected council, executive. In setup, if you look at the IEC criteria of a national executive, they go through political parties, go through Congress. When they go Congress, the people, supporters of that party, elect that executive to run that party for 2 years. They are only given mandate of 2 years. After again, they go back to Congress, according to the Gambia electoral law. Did you hear, since the formation of MPP, did you hear any Congress whereby executive is selected?
Well, I saw
Elected?
Application on executive. I have shown them.
Application
Yes.
to Katombo. Me, I have not seen that application.
Okay.
I have not seen any application for executive.
Mballo, Mojamal Biji, Eco, President of the Bank or one Kanya, it's a old way. President Baro of the Gambia Gokan Kanya,
President Barrow has become one of what? Okay, Ebrima Jarra, President Barrow, I Gambian call surprise in Bakel because Kabiri Abina can first time more Jama can meet and President Adam Barrow because he's a businessman. Maybe he will not be a good administrator. Yeah, understand. Mole will expect me. He would not display good leadership. But I can be not surprised. The leadership I mean express sign, I mean Funtindi, with the peace and tranquility, democracy, I mean Funtindi sign thing. Focus for development, I mean engage. He has become among the best leaders Gambian can have. Be Gambia Jang, more buka more under his leadership. Mo buka mo point ko karimu opposition leti ka ala neni karimu opposition ni ala fenki ala doya foka pare fana look at the development ama jube ko ni area ni le support même man support nta sambala je. It's not doing that.
But what will you say if I
so that is what we categorize under good leadership, under a quality leadership.
Ebe mune fola ningo ko many yalam ko wal kat president criticize wala many kaja wala ya fole ko ambassador dol bije I will command because wal mu UDP ambassador let wala na ay command ne benun dam because wal ma support. What will you say to that?
No, but I mean that is the best principle of governing. You appoint the people who are loyal to you, the people you feel they are loyal to. Who will appoint somebody who will undermine you? I have never seen that in the world. Trump, when Donald Trump took over, he changed most of those people. We are changed. He took his loyal people. When President Obama took over, it was there from George Bush. He appointed his people from the Democratic Party who will help him succeed. But will you bring somebody whom you know will always undermine the development process that you want to do?
Earlier on, you suggested that the president is not intimidating anybody.
Is that, do you call that intimidation?
I'm just
do you call somebody not appointing somebody as?
I'm quoting exactly what you said.
Yes.
You said there is no intimidation.
No.
More me along with the political party to adiate da meka wala support and dolbeji will be la place.
You will not be arrested. You will not be beaten. You will not be tortured.
Model men ben will place because they support a particular party. They have been recalled from their position.
They have been recalled from their position.
And you admitted that the best principle is in member kukileka plus or wala. Meaning you endorse what happened.
No, what I say, the best principle of democracy is you appoint the people who are loyal to you. That's what I'm telling you. That's everywhere, worldwide. You don't expect President Adam Barrow to take the people executive in UDP and make them his minister. Then they will turn down his government. That is automatic. We are common sense. You don't expect Hussein Dabo to be a president. He takes people of PDO as executive and put them in this executive. What do we expect?
Is the president looking
Who
for
will
people
do that?
who are loyal to him, or he's looking for people who are loyal to the country?
These are the people who will loyal to him and the country, because he will tell them, I'm appointing you because I'm loyal to the Gambia. I want you to help me succeed with my projects. I know you will not undermine me. I am appointing you, Ebrima Jarra, because I know what is my intention. My intention is to develop Gambia and to unite Gambia.
But
and I know you will help
all oppositions will tell you, we have Gambia at heart. So meaning appointing them, they are not going to...
Do they have? Every
human
human being will tell you that I'm a good human being. But don't we have terrorists? Don't we have criminals? Somebody just killed somebody in Sanya. Yes, before he killed him, if you have asked him, he will tell you that I'm the most decent somebody. That's human being. Human nature can change. That's the problem.
Some people say that the issue of corruption and is something what will you say?
We are coming up with a bill at the national, it's lying down in the National Assembly. The corruption bill is coming. That's all we can do. That bill is coming, and whoever is alleged to be practice corruption would face the commission.
So how optimistic? How optimistic are you come December 4th, presidential election?
I am optimistic. I have no doubt, Ebrima. I have no doubt President Adama Barrow and the NPP is going to win. You write it down here today, the date, and you put it there. Because the Gambian people are very they are very satisfied with what President Adama Barrow is doing, with the projects that he has started implementing and he has implemented throughout the country, and the peace and tranquility. His party is not a violence party. His party is not an abusive party, and Gambians don't want to be abused. Gambians don't want to be insulted. This party, Adama Barrow, so far has maintained that. He's very peaceful, he's very tolerant, and that's what Gambians we are looking for.
Statistics have shown that 61% of the Gambian people are poor. They live below $1 a day. The president it becomes a question how within 4 years the president can build such a mansion or it doubts many people.
It shouldn't doubt Ebrima Jarra. Let me tell you, I mean, the salary of a president, if you know the salary, what the president is fed free of charge. Do you know that?
Yes, I do.
President, that state house is paid by the state. So the salary he has, the salary that president and traveling, all the allowances, what does he do?
The president have only $200 and something thousand a month.
That 200,000, can you calculate it to 3 years? Calculate that.
No, he built the house
calculate.
a short duration of time. Meaning, since he come to power, 2017 to this year, you cannot calculate that within 3 years. It means when he come to power, he start developing.
Ebrima, what I'm telling you is, honestly speaking, if I am your friend and I am rich, what is the problem if I can even build a house? You show me a land, I build it for you. Maybe you cannot do it, but some people can do it. I can show you here Gambians, here in this place. They cannot tell you, they have not, what type of work did you see them doing? But somebody, either an uncle, friend, or somebody will support them. I have this, I'm trying to build this. They say,
suggesting okay, somebody build that house for the president?
I am telling you, human nature, anything is possible.
But the president is giving pickups like no man's business. Where is he getting all those pickups?
No, those are political party pickups.
How did he get them?
Those are political party pickups from philanthropists.
NPP is just 1 year, some months old. How can they just get all those pickups within this situation?
Let me tell you, when Sirfudiba formed the NCP, he got sponsors, philanthropists. Maybe, I don't know where were you at that time. He had a military brown new truck and also jeeps in this country. Hassan Musa Kamara, when he formed his GPP party, Gambia People's Party, people were alleging that he doesn't have money. He brought new pickups, asked people, GPP, Gambia People's Party. Then member Tambidu was there, a member of GPP. Femi Peters was a member of the GPP. They were running with brown new pickup. People say, where did he get it? somebody who just like him with this thing. He said, I'll sponsor you. He bought those pickup for them. So
for
what would stop somebody?
For the case, in the case of the president, one will be saying that in fact, giving him a pickup could tantamount to conflict of interest. Giving him a pickup might be you want to give out a pickup to him in return for something.
No. It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that. That is, somebody is doing this thing out of his...
But why is the president not willing, as you suggest, that he's a man of peace, he's a democratic man, he's transparent, he wants everybody to hold him to account as he stated in the National Development Plan. Why is he not ready to disclose his source of funding? Where is he getting all these pickups from?
These are political party pickups. His party is giving to it.
That is just 1 year old, getting more than 40 pickups, 50 pickups.
That's what I'm telling you, Hebra. I gave you an example of the NCP, National Convention
Party.
Party.
But if you think those pickups, the way they have been given to the president is in line with the principle of democracy, good governance, why are you guys not ready to disclose the source of funding for the party?
I wish there is a disclosure form bill in that all political party, whatever you have, whoever donated you, if that bill was there, MPP would have done that. But we have seen here previously, we have seen PPP coming up with new pickup. The bill is not there to question them. NCP did it, nobody questioned them. GPP, Gambia People Party, did it, nobody questioned them. UDP is doing their running with pickup, nobody questioned them. Why MPP?
Because the president is in charge of
the
affairs of this country.
Why did he do Asada or Jawara? Why did he do Asada or Jawara, and why did he do Awyaya Jammeh? And tell them that to put a bill in the National Assembly that any registered political party, even a bicycle, if you are donated to it, you should disclose it. Why didn't you ask those people to do it? Then the law would have been there for disclosure.
For Jammeh, according to the Jammeh Commission, he was doing it. He was giving out dozen out money to people and other things. Later on, Jammeh Commission realized that he was looting from the state coffers.
Okay, what of all the other parties? Mention other parties also where they were getting this.
But I'm saying
I mentioned NCP parties here. Simply because I'm not saying, what I'm saying is there is no bill, disclosure bill, like in the United States. I'll give you example here. In the United States, all political parties, if you donate them even $100, it is a tax. It is taxable. You will get tax refund for it, that you have donated party, Republican Party or Democratic Party.
But in a situation where there is no such law, good parties follow, and the best practice for the man to disclose his source
and that's what we are doing. Somebody who is sympathizing, who is buying. You have seen people. How many times, Ebrima Jarra, did you see somebody said, Mr. X bought a motorcycle for me because he liked Barrow, I am supporting Barrow.
And we are saying the president has been appointed to...
You cannot find anywhere in the treasury where you will saw pinpoint that a pickup truck is bought from the treasury or from the accountant general. Tell me, or the central bank. His money is not coming from the government. It's coming from private individuals. So nobody can...
Why are those private individuals so keen in supporting them?
Because they like the way the Gambia, the president is running the country, the development, that initiative that he has. Therefore, they have the good intention also to support him too.
What will you say to the suggestion that in fact those businessmen or people who are giving this support to the president are the ones winning contracts all over the Gambia? What will you say to them?
That is not correct. That is not correct. Name me one. You cannot name me anyone who has bought a pickup here and is winning a contract. These are just speculations and rumors mongering.
Why is the president giving out people to individuals when police stations are not having people?
Well, that question goes to the philanthropic people who want to donate. Let me tell you, philanthropists, they have different interests. Some are interested in sponsoring sports only. If you tell them about sport, Mr. X is good in football, and they like that, they can even buy football jerseys, they can sponsor cups. Some basket, their interest is on basket. They want to promote basket. The moment you tell them that this school or that school, ni school of better, he left a basket la, he can yinke, he can money finking. Don't be ni ko karim politico, ni political party ten nemu. Kari President Nangam is doing this, President Nangam I Cairo nati saying Faro TJ, Shetane TJ, Gambian on the cake and killing, he's trying, Buffalo, I'll help him. If I know him, I can help his party, I continue. Because Gambian come moinunje among content. But it's time by the other betin, support. This is what is happening. So, Dol BJ, Seno, Nico Sene Bije gardening or Senol, Dol Bije Ila Kodo philanthropy, they support you, they give you tractors, they give you order milling machines pour ke mako. That area. So philanthropists, they have different interests. Different interests.
So
you cannot condition them that you before you give Ebrima Jarra, who's a farmer, definitely the football okay ka imagine. On police already man cycle so. You cannot condition Ebrima. It's his money, it's his wealth. This is what is happening. You manke Gambia Kodot. It's not from the territory, it's not from the taxpayers' money. You cannot tell me that Nyantang na Kodo di lame. Ni lafta na Kodo, ni e Kodo soro, ni memo betambe kanja, ni lafta ngadi musu kebal. Ni lafta ngadi dindingol. Ni lafta ngadi sada danilal. It's my money. You cannot tell me, hey, bari model BJ be among konto. No. I choose whom I'm going to give my jealousy.
So away from that, let's come to politics. Do you see the president being elected again? Mojamal BJ ka national transition nala. Ami asi banko ni ka wala ka banko fali ka democracy don the ba ka do kundal in security sector reform, civil services. They said the president have failed in all these. Mi alum kamero lo jiko le sura e campagne ga ko mon be la I will be appointed. What do you think? Ila miro fe. What mona be kala dalila clinic mona na kamero ngenda ka president paro ngenda ka tomo despite all what I have mentioned.
Let me tell you. Number one, Kabir President was Sida. I commission all London. Reconciliation. Truth and reconciliation. And Wobe Tamakan. Niaje bi Gambia mo jama be sirin jan damang. Dol be funtikan ka foko. Ndela nga kari lipanu. Ndela nga tolle nga kari fanu. Womu kubalete. Ni amangin commission London pour mol let us reconcile. Nga jube control be bota janni. Mistake ko men keta kunu. Mistake ko keta tonya. Ndol be ngalon ko mistake ko anu ndol be mu hada madam. Even people who are serving that government, they are Gambians. Tonya ni mistake soro. A mistake soro. If South Africa can reconcile, it keta killing. South Africa men yalon ko je mo fingo ye kenu jongoti. Wo wato. Wol keta killing ti sign to mo fingo le be mararola. To bol pota je. Kabir president bota. Mo fingo le na.
Why are you jumping away from the
No, I'm just telling you about reconciliation. I'm telling you about the
sequential.
No, I'm telling you the success.
Let me come.
The success here.
The commission was a failure.
No, I'm telling you the success.
asking,
No, I'm coming.
Okay.
Go success on reconciliation. Reconciliation. The Jane Commission, War Fanan Jane Commission Fanan, Dolbenga Kalamuta may happen. May happen to revelation menkeda. And we have learned it's a learning curve.
We spent around 50 million on Jane Commission. The commission recommendation were half-hearted implemented. Who done victimize others and leave others to go. Continue with the government.
No. There was not the recommendation of a menke. Moli Manchakunda Fananata is Sita. Committee Sita ya Jube ko. Nyin recommendation no nyille nyante implement and wole keta. They recommended some people not to hold public office. Now we hold man public office.
Well, the likes of Mambo and Jai, he still continues to be the minister of this country. The
But
government wife's paper said they have forgiven him.
Yeah, but then there was a committee men Sita ya Jube ko Mambure nyanta balala because there are some hitches me yalon ko men jeje wole ati.
Mambure was
That was not the president.
The government
that was the recommendation of the committee.
The government white paper about Foka Water Mambure Mono Minister. Do you think it is practically possible to sack or remove somebody from his position when already he is serving and what recommendation and he will be among the people who will sit over that?
Yeah, well, what is happening is Mambure Mansi War Commission. Model the seat of Foka Pare and the committee. Melia exonerate. Committee Melia exonerate. All Mambure Tijen. Committee the seat
the Faraba Commission. It wasn't implemented. Almost 800,000 was spent on that commission. The commission made their recommendation and nothing came out of it. Is it?
The Faraba Commission.
Yes, Mr.
The Faraba Commission for Nia Jube. Menkeraje. There were some adjustments. Meyalonko. Yaji. Commission among commission ni another. Atuta ni another so the executive. Executive ko whatever they said will be lola.
But why should you spend 800,000 on a commission when you knew very well that their recommendation will not be implemented? Is that rational?
It's just like what I'm telling you about the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. It's a learning curve because there it will give you the loopholes you will know nyinne keta fo tinyaro keta. Itela Mansakunda, from there, you learn from there. It is on the way to happen. That is what is happening now.
Do you think the government
Because we have learned from those commissions. Did you hear Kabini Sita? Did you hear anybody call Kari, Mansakunda Dokulal? Yeah, Kita Tara Central Bank. I found half a million bond.
Well, during the mess era, nobody was aware of so.
Okay, well, I think Niman Commission London, ni President and Baroman Commission London. Obe London Unani. It is alone and Teta alone. But imagine Alonta. Sign Yamira at a Bunda Sorotna. Well, I think the sign near Jube government has one account. Central government. Just to close those loopholes. Because Yaje could name account for theater. Dual theater. So say Mballo can just get up. Or somebody can just get up. I tell Dulato, I Korochika. Well,
so, you're watching on the cabinet president of the for Mr. Mballo. Day in, day out, people are coming to show their allegiance to the president. In some instances, they say that we'll come for that and get it done. That a man salas one, which is for Madima Fire. But anyway, no more Jamal Vijamin Karas when you want to be model for the Wally allegiance to the president, Kela Canoni,
let me tell you, Ibrahim. Ni mo ko e ko tata president tata diamo 10 mo imam mari forcé imam mari lipa imam mari sirani kana mari dampo ala la folem bibi ni ko nyeko tan 10 ni ko nyeko ta go to Mr X kari nyolia ni man pare fo mbitaje am na koy ni haje mari wulta ila sate to tata fo president amanka mankunda ala la folem mo kane nene wala. So people are hearing they trying to fool the opposition. Ni lafta UDP e konta ba fa tol tata nun de drom pour kanya fandi.
So the president
pour UDP e konta he ni mel tata je man la bi baro tata je do om kuma kelselle.
But is it true that for NPP they give out money to people? Wala ya sabu mon kaneka. Is that correct?
NPP don't have money to give.
Well, the president is the leader of NPP and he is in charge of the affairs of the country.
Womu Ibrahima womu politique kumoleti kapoko abe koro le dila ni janni be koro dila mol koro tenne. There are people may yalo ko they are working 24/7.
Well, we have seen Dr. Sabali the day he shifts his allegiance to the president, he was given a brand new pickup.
Dr. Sabali is a working pickup, MPP pickup. Don't you see me also jumping on MPP pickup? Do I own that pickup? That's the party, belongs to the party. What is wrong with giving Mballo going into a MPP
that's
pickup?
An incentive, is it?
Dr. Sabali jumped into a party to do his work, political work. That's nothing. Let us not. It's not like you go to Mercedes-Benz or TK Motors and you buy it and say this is Mballo, this is for you for life, or Dr. Sabali for life. It's just like somebody membe doku kan ila binde oto ngos o di mari ni mari pareta al sinni.
Baraka back Mr. Mballo. Thank you very much for this opportunity. I am Baraka back Mr. Saihou Mballo. Me along for what drum nga upward for interview ak silo dina ko nga kacha atal memba jibe kan ala baraka back al program mo jibe nyame nga kamunda nga fal 45 minutes al kala wala baraka kamunda tam bita wala baraka al jayi kal tin ka fal ala baraka back al yalla wato meta pour ka jif tan jibe Mballo wakil dal kala na program ol share you subscribe to our YouTube channel ala baraka ala mutaji ay bambam fo ni wato kono ngana nga program du yalla jumalo. Thank you.